And we'll start in a nice mountain pose. So, there you go. Spread your toes out. Stand nice and tall. And we'll root into where we are. We're going to start with our breath work. Inhale up. As you exhale, drop your chin toward the hollow of your throat and let your arms fall. Let's do that again. Inhale up. As you exhale, let that chin fall. Keep going. Inhale up. Exhale. Feel the length through the back of the neck. All right, on this one, we're going to go up to the top with our arms. You're going to reach over to your right. Let your right arm drop. Let your left arm come over. Go up to the top. Sway to the other side. Inhale up. Sway. Let your hips move on this one, ladies. Push over to the side on my Zoom girls. There you go. Let your hips move with it. Get that full palm tree sway. Now both arms stay up. Over to the side and lift. Over and lift. Let that fall. As your hands fall down by your side, you go up onto the balls of your feet. Find your footing and exhale. Inhale, drop your heels, lift your toes, look up. Exhale, onto the balls of the feet, lift the heel, blow. Heels down, toes lift. One more. And settle down. Let your arms fall. Take them off. All right, make any adjustments you need. Get ready. We're going to walk out our planks. So we started standing. We're just going to walk right on into it. Let's go up with our arms. We're going to exhale and dive. Y'all make any adjustments you need. That's it. Good. Drop down. If you can touch the floor, touch the floor. If you need to touch your legs, touch your legs. Walk it out nice and slow. Walk it to your knees. Give me plank and then knees. Good. Knees are down. And you're just going to look over to your right side. Inhale to neutral. Look over to your left. Neutral. Right. Neutral. Left. Neutral. All right, very good. So from where you guys are, you're going to find that on the hands and knees. You're going to turn your toes under, and you're going to roll your knees to the right. All right, and you're going to set down right there, and then you're going to come hand onto your hip. All right, good. Now you're going to reach up, going up onto both of those knees. They're stacked, and you're just reaching up toward the sky. You're going to come back down, hand to your hip. Now, put one foot in front of the other. You're going to put your hands down on the ground and you're going to turn. Now go ahead and feel that through your waist. Feel that through your ribs. Just feel how that rotates you. Feel your spine. I feel the stretch through my sides and my belly. Now let's come around to the knees and now to the left. Knees are down, hands stacked. One hand on the hip, the other on the ground. Lift up to the sky. Good, just breathe. Come down nice and easy. Awesome. Turn that hand. One foot in front of the other. Feel the ribs, lift your heart. Lift the head. Toes are turned under. Go back to your knees. Now we're going to go side to side, but we're not going to sit down this time. So we're going to twist over to the right, middle, over to the left. All right? Let your knees down. Now let's get ready for round two. Round two, we're going to twist to the right, and we're going to lift that right hand, knees up. You're on your feet, and your hand come back to your center. Down. Good. Twist to the left. Go up. Lift that arm. Breathe. 4, 3. Feet are down. 2, 1. Come back to center. And down. Good. Take a moment. Now, we're going to go down to a Sphinx pose. So I want y'all to just take a moment, and you're going to bring yourselves down to your bellies. Rest all the way down, head on the hands. Good. All right. Lift the head. Lift the arms. Lift the body. Lift the legs. Lift. And let's bring it down and go for Sphinx. So you're going to drop your legs, kind of lift up into your hands, and then drop down into one elbow, and then the other. All right, so hands are going straight forward. You're going to lift through that heart, lift through that chest, straighten your legs out. You know that one, turn your toe under, lift your knee and hip, push it back, then do the other side. Get longer through that upper body, lifting higher through the heart. Good. Push up, both arms, drop down both arms. So feel it massaging that belly, getting rid of some of that belly bloat we got going. Inhale, lift. Rocking it out. One more. So it's just the arms pushing, feet are down, heads lifting, feel it in your back. Not pain, but you're working. And then let it drop down. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Lift your heart even higher. Now look to your right. Look straight forward. Feel it in your back change as you look left. Draw those elbows down, those shoulders down. Come back to center. Push into your hands. Let it fall. Slide your hands back towards your shoulders now. Lift your head slow and give me a nice lifting cobra. Good. Feel the belly stretch. Look up. Draw the shoulders down. Now give me bend knees. Bend those knees. Try and point your feet towards your head. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Feet down. Drop. Now nice and easy, walk the legs in, take the hands closer to the waist, lift up strong, up dog, more than cobra now, more hands by the hip or waist, lifting, pushing. Turn your toes under. Lift that body. Lift those knees just off the ground. 2, 1. Drop the knees. Push back into hands and knees. Take a moment here. Feel the transition through your back. All right, guys. Now let's do a turning Sphinx. So prepare your body. Make any adjustments you need. We're going to turn our toes under, and we're going to turn our knees to the right. One knee stacked on top of the other, feet and ankles stacked, and then you're going to roll back to your center. Okay? Now drop down one elbow and then the other. Try and stay as even as you can. Think about that Sphinx. Lifting of the chest, looking out in front of the hands. Draw the shoulders down and back. Inhale, roll up through your right side, up toward the sky. Hips are down on this one. You're just rotating the waist, rotating the ribs, back down to the ground, hand by hand. Inhale up. Easy transition and down. Good, make that turn. 3. And twist. And 4. And twist. Push up through your hands. Good. Even, elbows down, lift up. Down, lift up. 3, 4, and 5. Push up, push back. Turn back into your knees. And just sit back for a moment. All right, how y'all feeling?
Good.
Good?
Good.
New movement, same similar stuff we've done before, just a different transition through it. So kind of notice how that feels. Let's go to the other side. So back into our hands and knees. Toes are turned under. Now turn your knees to the left. And then come down into your Sphinx. So feel the rotation through your spine, through your ribs, through your waist, your side. Spread those digits out, big open hands and fingers. Lifting of the heart and the chest. Drawing the shoulders down and back. Feel all that movement in your upper body. Feel the traps shift. Feel the waist rotation. Now let's go up onto that elbow slow. Up as we reach. And down. Twist. Up strong. Down. Twist. Good. Try and keep those hands level when you come down. Keep everything as even as you can. 3. 4. 5. Good. Feel that rotation again. Easy up and down elbows. Here we go. Level up and down. 2. 3. Breathe. 4. 5. Good. Coming up nice and easy. Twist to your center. And back onto your knees. All right, now let's get ready for our next rotational movement. So the next, we're gonna do some of that from plank. All right, and what we're gonna do is go into a plank, and I'll show it to you. You're gonna keep your right foot where it is, but you're gonna take your left knee forward and then cross that left leg over. Do you see it crossing? All right, you're gonna try and get there, and then we're gonna rotate up, okay? So when you're ready, let me see what you got. So you're going into your plank, strong. Pick that left knee up, cross it to the right side. Pick it up.
Flat or on the side?
Down on the side of your foot. If you can get it down flat, great, but you're getting the whole side of your foot down from pinky toe to heel. Your back foot is still on the ball of your foot for now. If you want to rotate to the inside of the arch, you can. Coming back to center. Now, bringing that hand down, walk that leg down. Try and keep it straight out to the side. Keep the other leg straight back and go into that Sphinx again. That leg straight out. Rotate, feel your ribs. Breathe. Now rotate up toward the sky and lift through that bottom arm. Good, so you're on your hip and your legs are extending out, right? Now rotate the hands down. Push back up into your legs. So you're going to turn that right toe down to the floor and push up. Step back with your left. Reset your plank. Step your right foot in and then across to the left. Extend up. We know it. We're going to go for it. Holding. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hands down now. Get down to the ground. It's kind of like a really wonky pigeon almost, right? And you're going to get down. So, right leg is straight, left leg is as straight as you can get it behind you. Feel that twist in your lower belly. You gotta breathe deep. Rotate back. With your top arm, you're gonna reach up and then push into that hand. Just extend that elbow. You got it. 4, 3, 2, hands down. Up into that twisted plank. Slide it back and then drop it down to your knees again. So, how are y'all feeling? Good? Those are new but different, right? So now we're going to do a series of those. We're going to go 2 times to each side. We're going to go center plank, one leg out, center plank, other leg out, center, and then again and again. All right, so we're just going to do 4 total. Each leg will do it twice. I want you to try and do your right leg to the left first this time. So we're going to mix it up. Extend those legs back. Right leg to the left. 1 and back. 2, 3. Keep your hips low. 4. Woo! Chaturanga. Up dog. Push back to child. Settle. Ribs between your thighs. Let your head drop, soften, release. Slide your hands back toward your knees, tuck and roll, and we'll come back up again. All right, so now we're gonna go up and we're gonna do upper body twisting instead of lower body twisting. So now you're gonna be on your knees and you're gonna take your right leg out to the side. We're gonna take our hands down to the ground again. And now find that. So you got your right leg out to the side, that's in line with your hip. You are very slowly going to take your left hand down and across towards your right foot. Now it's not going to touch that foot. Now for some it might, but then you're just going to drop your right arm as well. So both arms are just kind of soft. Now you're going to slide your right hand on top of your left, interlace your fingers, and then roll your shoulders back. Now turn and look up toward the sky. There should be very little to no weight on your head, so you're able to rotate through the neck. Now you're gonna let go of those arms and you're gonna slide your right arm up toward the sky. And you're gonna take your left hand and touch your right leg if you'd like. Just adding a little effect, adding a little stretch. There we go, coming down easy, right hand right in front of the face, rotate up. And take a moment coming out of that star. Good, all right, we're gonna come down. Shift your hips, wiggle, waggle. Now we'll go over to the left with the leg. Lift your tailbone up and back and push back through that tailbone a little bit. Now let's get ready. We're gonna look over to the left. We're gonna slide the right hand down and through. We're gonna get the right shoulder to the ground. You're gonna let the left elbow drop. You're gonna let the left hand slide on top of the right. You're gonna interlace if you can. Rotate straight back. Lift for the sky. No weight on the head. Feel that rotation through the body. You can touch the leg if you'd like. 3. And we're coming back down. Left hand goes right in front of the face. Rotate through the middle. And come back into your center. Sit back into your hips. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is the hare pose. So we're gonna warm our arms up a little bit with some stretching first, and then we're gonna transition into hare. So I'm gonna go this way. What I want you to do first is bring your hands back behind you. Good. Lengthen through the arms and extend. Now first things first, lift up and push down and back through those arms. Lift up through your heart. Relax your low back. Don't shove the hips forward. Let them relax. Now let that soften. And then drop down again. Now widen your knees and go down between your legs. So you're going to go down, putting your ribs right between your legs. Letting your ribs and your head drop. Get as low as you can go. So now bring your hands together and bring it like a prayer pose behind the head. All right, good. Just feel that breath. Feel the shift through your shoulders, your armpits, through the side of the waist. Feel how it's stretching open. Kind of reversing a lot of that forward work we do all day, sitting at screens and computers. All right, let's let that go. Now you're going to shift up into what we call the old dog. You know it. You're going to come up. You're going to bring your knees and hips into alignment. You're going to let your chest fall, let your ribs fall. You're going to let your arms straighten out. You're going to try and drop your chin toward the floor. Now for some, it helps to put a bolster or a blanket right under the chest. So if you need to adapt it, adapt it. If you can, really just sink into it. Shift into your forearms to come up and out, and then into your hands, shifting back. Now let's go for that full hare I mentioned. So now we're going to combine some of that lengthening of the upper body, and we're going to do a little roll. This time we're going to be tucking our chin toward the hollow of the throat, and we're going to be putting weight up on the top of the head. So this one does bear some weight, so be careful with your necks. You're going to go up with your arms into that interlaced position. You're going to tuck forward, chin down, roll up and over your head. Look between your knees, look back at your toes. Come down slow. Let it go. Feel the shift in blood flow. Woo! So let's just take a moment with that. That one's really good. It flushes the thyroid and it flushes the brain, the perineal, or the pineal gland rather. If you went straight in through that gland, helps relax us, helps put us in a state of harmony, balance, homeostasis, also increasing the metabolism as it helps you relax more. So just noticing that, we want to flush that again. So let's try our hair once more. So you're going to do that exact same thing. Hands come back, you're going to lengthen up, you're going to tuck in, you're going to drop, rolling up and over. Breathe. Drop back. Woo. Increasing your hair as you can. You want to do 30 seconds up to a minute maximum. You really don't need to hold that one long for the effects. What we did was more than enough for what we need tonight. So now, nice and easy, let's take all this twisting and these things that we've been doing and start bringing it down a little bit. So go ahead and come down to the ground. You're going to rock back and have a seat. Put your hands behind those knees and let's find our balance. Lift that chest. Now bring it down. Woo, just transitioning from an overhead. Now we're going to go into a back bend. So we want to do something in the middle that just kind of transitions us. So now let's go back into our fish posture. So you're going to bring one hand under your bottom and then you're going to rock back onto that elbow. You're going to bring the other hand under your bottom and then you're going to try and do a nice arch through the upper body as you take the top of your head, not the back, but the top of your head toward the ground. Then walk your bottom up onto your wrist a little further. Find that back bend. Knees are bent right now and you're kind of arching. You're pushing down through your arms and shoulders. They're very active. Now extend your legs straight out. Heels are on the ground for now. We're just extending, we're holding, we're breathing. Now keeping that push through the arms. Push out through your legs, lift your fin, lift that tail. 4, 3, 2, and down slow. Let your head come to the back of your head, let your elbows go out to the side. You're then going to transition, knees to a bend, and tuck that bottom once more, but keep your arms under and behind your back. Bring your knees up. Now rock your knees over to the right side. Woo! Balancing over that arm for 4. Feel it. 3, 2, 1. Come back through the center. Go to the other side. Hold. 4, 3. Shoulders down. Breathe. 2, 1. Back through the middle. Let's take a minute, get the arms out from behind your back, prepare your back, prepare your hips. All right. Now, our next set is going to be arms to the side. Your hands can be close to your hips or they can be way out to the side. I want you to play with this. We're going to take the legs up in the air. And we're trying to get them away from the body. So you don't want your feet over your face. You want your feet really over the hips. Nice and easy. Let's go with a bent knee position. So start to bend those knees, keeping those thighs away from the body. Now rock it over to the right, but don't touch the ground. Go as low as you can without touching down. Keep your shoulders down and breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back through your center. To the other side we go. Going left, hover. Find that sweet spot. Shoulders down. 3. Keep breathing. 2. And center. Reset, make any adjustments you need. Get prepped for the next round. Now the next one is going to be one bent knee, one straight leg. So bring it up. We're going to do that same thing. Popping some joints there, get them in place. Get your knees away from you. Keep your back nice and long. You're going to rotate to the right side once again. Now extend your left leg. Hold it for 4. Good. For 3. For 2. And back to center. Nice and easy. We're going to rotate to the other side. Keep your steady. Keep your balance. Keep your core. Extend that right for 4. 3. Keep your shoulders down. 2. And 1. Back to the center. Nice and easy. Take a moment, guys. Rock your hips out. All right, let's do that again now, but you're going to go a little bit further, so work with it wherever you are. We're going to come up, straight leg once again, going over to the right. Both legs straight if you can. Find your sweet spot and hold for 4, 3, 2, and back up. Don't go further than you can get back up, so don't strain, don't force. Go to the left. Hover for 4, 3, 2, and back to the center. Woo! Let that go for a moment. Feel your lower belly, feel your abdomen, feel your hips. All right, reset. Now let's take a moment. We're going to inhale and arch the back as we take the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring the hands down, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, arch. And exhale, tuck. Inhale, arch. Feel that back in. Exhale, tuck. Y'all let me know if you're having any issues. Y'all look amazing. There you go. One more. Now up overhead, extend. Now extend your right leg out. Just off the ground, heels just above the ground, just extending, pressing that heel away. Arms lift. And just breathe. Bring your hands behind your head if you'd like. Hold that head, shoulders are lifted off the ground. Hover 4. Stay with it 3, 2, and 1. Letting it go down nice and easy. Extend. Bring the knee to a bend. Arms lift overhead. We lift again. Lifting left leg. Extending out. Pressing away. Good. Lift a little higher if you need. Make your adjustment. Hold the head if you'd like. Feel it in the tummy. 4. Pressing away. 3, 2, and 1. Let it stretch. Bring both knees to a bend. So just check in with your hips, check in with your back. We have done a lot of strong work tonight. So now let's finish that out with a little bridging. So get yourself ready when you're in the right position for your shoulders and your neck. I'm going to slide down just a little bit to make sure I got the right amount of height under my shoulders. We're going to lift the hips. No weight in the head. Keeping the weight in the shoulders and the feet. Press through your right knee. Press it as far away from you as you can. Feel the stretch from your right hip to your knee. Come back to center. Press your left knee away. And let it come back to center. Push it down. All right, so just resting again. Now we're going to do the same kind of a lift, but we're going to do it now with one leg in the air. So go ahead and bring your right leg up. Hands are down. With that leg up, let's lift and lower. Lift the right and lower. Lift again. 2. Again. 3. Good. 4. And 5. Bringing it down. Left leg, same. Take it simple, straight up and down. 5. 4. Good. 3. 2. Watch that other knee. Don't let it splay out. Mine did. There you go. Find your neutral. Coming all the way down on number 5. All right. Now, we're going to play with a shoulder stand variation. So I want everybody to play with it. So what I'm going to do is going from the pedestal bridge. It's more muscle, less momentum. So you really have to lift yourself into it. So let's work with that. We're going to keep the elbows down. We're actually going to take one hand under that side, that right side, then left hand under. Fingers are turned out to the side. Do not turn your head like I did. Keep your head looking straight up. Find your pedestal bridge. Try and hang out here. If you feel like you got it, you feel strong, you feel balanced, you can walk in with your feet and then lift. Play with your height. Bring the legs down, knees toward face, then roll. Release. Reset. How you feeling? Good. All right, ladies, y'all look good. Nice and easy. Now let's stretch out our upper body. We're gonna roll to the left side. Bring your right hand behind your back, and you're gonna lay back onto that right arm. So these are subtle movements, what we're about to do. We've been doing big movement. So now let's take it subtle. Stretch one leg out, and then the other. Make sure you got room. Feel the back bend over your arm. Feel yourself just resting. Feel the trap, or I'm sorry, your deltoid rather, getting that nice stretch through the clavicle, through the front of the pec. Going down the front of your arm, the sunny side of the arm getting the stretch. Now let's roll out. Let's bend that right knee, and you're gonna roll to that left side. Take that right arm up to your hip. And then just for fun, let's kick that right leg up and stretch it. Reach up for that right foot, that toe, that ankle, that knee, whatever you can. Pull it towards your body. Feel the stretch. Staying on that side. Now letting it go, letting that knee come down. Roll back through your middle. Take your right arm up, roll to the right side. Bring your left hand behind your back. Tuck the fingers just under your waist. And then roll back onto your back again. There you go. Now I see you. So your fingers are underneath, so if I move my shirt, you can hopefully see my fingers wiggle there. But you're just resting back onto your back and then straightening those legs out again. It's the same thing, just being subtle, being soft. Being grateful for the strong movements we did earlier. Thinking about wringing out the middle. We really boosted our metabolism by wringing out the intestines. All right, nice and easy, keeping it settled. Bend that knee and just roll. So we roll back to that side. We'll lay there for a moment, and then we're going to bring that leg up, that knee up, reach up a bit if you can. I'm just snapping and popping all over the place tonight, so I hope y'all are getting some adjustments too. Reach for it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down and then roll back into your back. Take a moment wherever you are to just settle down into your space. We're going to do a short but effective guided meditation tonight. So just settle into the space where you are. Find some comfort at your back. Take some deep breaths. And now I want you to think about the color red. I want you to think of the color red like red dirt, red clay. Thinking of working that clay, getting your fingers in, rooting in. Rooting into the mud and being okay with it, knowing that there's growth in the mud, there's nutrients in the earth. And we're rooting back to the dirt and the dust. Back to the dirt and the dust from whence we came. Now shift that red to an orange. I want you to think about that sacrum, the middle of your body, wrapping around from that very low back, around through the pelvis. And I want you to think of an orange shape like a traffic cone. Let's just think of a traffic cone for now. It's bright, it gets your attention, and it can be a sign of warning, helping you to be more aware. So think of that traffic cone in your gut instinct, your gut reaction. But also think about your creativity, your inspiration, your passion. Very passionate at your sacral. That sacral space, that sacred space. Think about connecting to that orange. And just realigning to it. Listening to your guts. Now moving to the color yellow, the solar plexus, glowing bright like the sun. Vibrant with heat and light. Your core, alive with energy. about being respectful to yourself, honoring and loving, kind, gracious. All connecting to your solar plexus, the seat of your self-worth and value. I want you to think about it, but know it, feel it in your bones that you are worth your weight in gold, and you are more precious and more valuable than any stone or metal. Being loving and kind. Bathing yourself in that solar light. Moving now to the color green, like a forest, thriving and being revived by that solar light. Those greens and emeralds and deep forests. Think about the renewable resources, the energy of the heart. It's a pump that just keeps going. But it needs to be nurtured and fed and honored and respected. And like a mighty forest, your heart can be broken or burned, but it regrows stronger and more powerful as you stay open to love and light, accepting the changes that are all around us with an open heart, helping where you can help, asking for support when you need it, and truly embracing your community in all ways that you can. Being grateful to that green, renewable heart, renewable energy. Shining with love. Moving now into the throat and the color blue like the sky, clear and open on a beautiful bright day. Connecting your throat to the blue sky and the air. Speaking, singing, laughing, engaging, talking. Sometimes screaming and crying, but expressing yourself with honesty and integrity and truth. Clearing the air so you always have that blue sky around you. Singing the blues when you feel them. Connecting it to the vibration, the frequencies of the earth, the sound of music. Never be afraid to clear the air. Moving on now from that blue bright sky to a dark sky at night. Seeing it shift to an indigo blue, deep and dark, mysterious like the mind. We can know so many things, and yet there's so much more to learn. Being open to new thoughts and new ideas. Being willing to admit that you don't know, and being a beginner with a fresh mind. Seeking a new light. Connecting to that deep indigo mind. And letting it help you connect to spirit and the color purple. Connecting to the divine, to your faith, to your grace, to your highest truth. Being honoring and loving, wrapped in that purple light now. Think about being present in your mind, your body, and with spirit. Being present on these long days. Being grateful for the easy days. But being aware. Being awake. Seeing the entire rainbow. All of the colors. Knowing that they are a blessing and a promise to you. If you'll stay faithful, stay true. And stay present. Bringing your hands in towards your body, bringing your awareness back to your body. You went on a journey through your colors, through your body with color. Reconnect to that vibrant rainbow of self. Feel your breath moving between your ribs and under your hands. Taking a moment to wiggle your toes and begin to move your knees. Begin to bring yourself very gently to the side. Bringing one hand behind and under the head as needed, the other hand in front of the body. Breathing. Now when you're ready, come to a seated position. Coming into the seat where you are, knowing that we started standing, we started strong. And now we'll just come back, hands to heart. Knowing that I'm grateful for your presence and your practice, whether you joined us on Zoom or YouTube. Knowing that you're always welcome in the studio virtually right now. And please let us know how we can be of assistance and how we can be of support for you. I thank you ladies for being here with me tonight on Zoom. Namaste.